are unmuted.
He's bound to mess it up.
I hit him, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him.
Mr. Lally, you need to keep your voice up.
Those are the words of the defendant. 4 times, you heard testimony from 4 different witnesses who overheard and observed those statements from the defendant on January 29th, 2022. Testimony from firefighter Timothy Nuttall.
Individual that said, I hit him, I hit him.
Firefighter Katie McLaughlin.
He told these jurors that Karen Reed said, I hit him, and an officer said, you what? And she repeated, I hit him, and the officer immediately turned and went to find another sergeant.
Jennifer McKay.
Tell you today with 100% clarity, she said, I hit him, I hit him, I hit him.
Heard testimony from Officer Saraf.
In April of 2022, for the first time, you attributed the phrase, this is my fault, I can't believe this happened, to my client, correct?
That's correct.
Those are the words of the defendant. 4 times, you heard testimony from 4 different witnesses who over. And who, if anyone, was driving the ambulance to the hospital.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You need to speak up really loudly if you don't have a microphone in front of you.
She started kicking the door
And how was she kicking the door?
with her feet. Well, how was she kicking the door?
Do it.
Kicking the door, waving the 4-4.
Do you recall anything about the game as far as who they were playing or if they won or anything like that?
Yes.
No one has objected to you asking sort of kind of what, if anything, were you wearing one? Who, if anyone, was driving and where, if anywhere, they parked around the other apparatus that were present. No one cut you off for 9 days.
The town of Foxborough High School, and they did not win. They went into overtime and lost.
As far as the high school game was concerned, is there a sort of a typical start time for high school basketball game?
Yeah. Move on. We know the time. Move on.
Between a Ford Edge and a Jeep Cherokee?
Yes.
What's the difference?
The taillights in the back.
What about it?
Ford Edges are more round. The whole back facade is a little bit more round. The Jeep Cherokee are more square.
Tick, tick, boom.
Hard body, and not scaring nobody.
Mr. Lally's already standing. I haven't even started.
Have a seat, Mr. Lally. Go ahead. Last question.
You say, what, if anything, hundreds of times. And now you have the fucking audacity to say, is there a question? Sir, take all of the seats and give it a minute.
Well, what if any anything did you, what if any, you recall generally what you were drinking that night?
Bud Light.
What were you drinking?
I was drinking vodka with water and a splash of Crystal Light.
I had just a couple glasses of wine.
I ordered a beer.
I'm not a beer drinker, and that's what they had.
Drinking?
I think beer.
I was probably drinking White Claw.
Be like 1 or 2 drinks.
I'm sure I ordered a drink.
Like spiked seltzer. Drinking Michelob Ultras.
Is that something that you would normally drink?
No.
And why would you drink that?
I was in a diet competition with other people in the town, so I was trying to stay away from any beer, which would be what I typically would drink.
If any verbal conversations would you have in reference to the content of the text?
Tick, tick, boom.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
That caller made that call. Who was the other person on the end?
Say that again?
So we're going to have to turn the air conditioning off for this. We can't hear you at all.
Noise. Go, baby, we bringing out toys. Boys.
What if any snow had come down at that point?
I don't recall.
Starting to snow a little. Nothing major.
Started snowing a little bit more.
Snow was definitely coming down. It had started to snow.
There was some snow on the ground.
I believe it was starting to snow. It was coming down. The snow was coming down pretty good.
Just started snowing. It was cold out, and it just started snowing.
1/8 of an inch by 1/16.
You have 1 minute, Mr. Lally. Wrap it up.
Yes. The morning of the 29th. You woke up at some point, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And was there any sort of live entertainment there? And is the band playing while this is going on, is that correct?
Yes, the band was there.
Yes, music.
And
Listening to music.
Said, oh, band's going to be setting out where you're sitting listening to a band.
It was a good time, and there was a band.
eventually became a far smarter man than myself. Eventually became president of the United States. His name was John Adams. The reason was death.
Mr. Lally, I have to stop you. You've gone over. Okay.
I literally have one sentence on Joe.
One sentence, I'll give you.
What, if anything, had changed as far as the weather from when you
Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no time.
Do you think I'm going to put Joe Flipperhead on this?